Hi, this is Rosemary from Must Love Music, and in one of my previous videos I talked about binder organization. I know, fascinating stuff. But it's this idea that we want to make everything streamlined during practice time. If you haven't seen that video, by all means make sure that you go back. But the next question that I get is, when can I actually throw things out? Well, sorry, when can I recycle, because it's usually paper, what can I recycle in the binder? Because it's gotten so full that we can't put anything else in there and it's about to explode. And you know what? That's a valid question. All right, so here is kind of the breakdown. One, practice pages, you only need the one for this current week. If you want to recycle the other ones, go for it. You do not need to keep them. In terms of composing, I would recommend whatever project we're working on, whatever improvising we're doing, keep them for right now. And then once we move into a new unit, or once your student or once your child is moving into composing a new song, you can take them out. For composing, what I would highly recommend is actually keep those. Okay? We have keepsakes from our kids. I have twins, and so I have like some of their artwork from when they were in kindergarten, that kind of thing. You don't have to necessarily keep everything, but what I would recommend is maybe there's another binder, and actually, you know what? I'll show you. I have a binder. This is my composing binder, and as you can see, there's quite a bit in there. And it has my first versions of songs, second versions, and so on. And then I have the final copies. Why? Why would I do this? Well, you know what? As a composer, especially the first time we compose, it can feel very overwhelming. But also, we have no idea once we've done it a few times. We tend to forget just how far we've come. And so it's a really great idea to save that. Keep the documents. Typically when we compose in our studio, I make sure that students have new copies of whatever we've composed, digital copies of it. And so you can print those off, the kids can practice with them, and when the project is done, just put it in a binder like this, and you can just store it away. The next time that your child, or if you're an adult student, the next time that you are feeling kind of down, feeling like, you know what, have I really come that far? Pull out your binder. Even I do this, and I've been playing piano for decades. It's really great to be able to look back and see the progress. All right, the next thing, let's see. So we've talked about composing and improvising. Sheet music. Okay, sheet music can add up very fast. What I would recommend is when your child is done a song, find out, do they want it as one of their, I just want to play it for fun songs? Then you know what? Keep it in there for now. If it's a song that they weren't, they were like, nah, it's fine, then just check in with your teacher, check in with me, and it can probably be either recycled or, again, you can just put it in a binder that's stored away. So the binders I have behind me, actually, I don't use those every week, but they do have things that I like to have handy that I can pull from there. And so that can be everything from teaching resources, but I play piano too, and I sometimes need reminders of, just how far I've come, or just to be able to play something fun. So some of that music back there, I'll just pull the music just to be able to play it. Okay? Technique, once your child has finished their technique book or their technique resource, they've finished a level, just check in, but chances are that can be recycled, or if it hasn't been marked up, it might be able to be used for a younger student. And then theory, I would say, just check in first if that's starting to get full. In our studio, it's probably not going to be the fullest section in your binder, but if you're like, do we need to keep this? Just check in. These will probably stay in for longer because they're resources that are meant to be, that we can go back over and over to them. And so I've had students that they write down, for example, musical terms and definitions so that they can just quickly check there. Other students, we've done like circle of fifths stuff or, whatever it is. And so they want to be able to look at that, or I want them to be able to reference that later. All right, so quick review. Practice pages at the beginning, you only need the one for this week. If you want, you can keep the one from last week. Other than that, recycle. In terms of composing and improvising, keep whatever unit or song we're working on right now. Once the improvising unit is done, yeah, those probably can just get recycled. And let's see, for composing, yeah, keep the song together and then just put it in a separate binder as just a kind of a keepsake. For sheet music, again, just check in. Are we done this? Do you want to still have access to it? It can go in another binder to be kept, or it can be recycled. For technique, once you're finished a level, yeah, you can recycle if you want, and theory, just check in. All right, I hope that this keeps your binders from exploding. I have seen some that looked like they were about to explode. So yeah, those are kind of your tips in terms of binder organization and just keeping it manageable. All right. Oh, and before you go, either hit subscribe because that'll let me know these are helpful. And also let me know below. Did it help? Did your binder get thinner? I don't know. Let me know. All right. See you in the next video.